We came in with the real estate agents, with the owners before they purchased, and it was sort of like an old lady's house, a little tired, worn out finishes. We had to give life and space and change a lot of the formal aspects of the house to make it more contemporary. And it needed a structural and systems overhaul as well as aesthetics for a much younger family than was here previously.
They wanted a space that spoke to their personalities, but also to maintain the traditional backdrop, but to inject some contemporary in the contemporary furnishings and the unique pieces, not predictable, but also a flow of spaces that worked well to connect the home.
The starting point here for us was to make the spaces more connected, less formal, and somehow flexible in terms of some rooms that were darker, quieter, some that were more open, so a family that's growing up could use it in different ways as the years went on.
One of the first things I wanted to tackle was the layout. Just how are things going to work and what rooms were going to function, what pieces would fit and work together. They brought a few pieces with them, but for the most part we had to source most of the new pieces, and then working through palettes and textures and the finishes.
The process took about 8 months construction time, and before that a few months of design work.
On our part it probably took overall about a year from the concept to finalizing all the final details. I'd say one of the biggest challenges for us was that entry. The main entry is how we wanted it to feel and look. I wasn't drawn to making it feel formal. I wanted it to feel more lounge or lobby-like. And I think we were successful in terms of choosing the right pieces, a nice gentle curve of a sofa with some nice tables, and it looks more inviting.
Every job is always much larger, more complicated than you want it to be. So we start off trying to do something, we have to go backwards and fix and find the best solution from the budget to make the house comfortable, have the systems that we want in it.
The staircase, we started off trying to figure out how to tackle the wall. It's a large wall, it's it's sort of a central area. I was really drawn to doing a composition. And when I came across these brass sticks at Commute and ended up drawing out a layout with John's help in terms of pulling trades in to work on scaffolding to actually lay these pieces up on the wall. It was a really fun process. It's kind of like a dance of pickup sticks.
It gives a nice twist to the house too. It's the one thing you expect something, you see something else, and I think a lot of the house is like that. This house is made for entertaining because it's so large, and because the rooms are large, it's very flexible in how you use the room. The living room's almost like a bar or lounge. It's not really a traditional living room, and they sort of consider that a space that they wouldn't use that much anyway, so it is more of an entertaining type space.
I know that the homeowners, they very much enjoy the study. The home itself has such a light and airy feel. The palette's light, the flow works well. The study is sort of a dramatic departure from that. The entire room, ceiling included, was all painted dark. It's cozy and intimate. It's kind of an inviting place to sit by the fire or read a book and escape.
What I learned during the process, I'd say, is to do with an old house, and we've done a lot of different more contemporary renovations, and this one had a lot of crown moldings, had a lot of things in it that you really couldn't give up, so it was kind of a balance of what do you keep and how do you make it more simple and contemporary, painting it all the same color, making it a backdrop to the art, the furniture, so there's light and shadow rather than ornate detail.
Unpredictable.
It's a fun house.
It's got some edge to it.
I think because it's a young kids and a family, you don't take it as seriously. It wasn't about impressing people, it was about making a comfortable home, and that's what I love doing.